Welcome. My name is Melinda Whittemore, and I currently serve as a project manager for RIMS's Regulatory Affair Company. I earned my Bachelor's of Science in Human Relations and Business last year, and I am on target to graduate and earn my Master's of Science in Human Relations and Business this fall, 2023. I will be your presenter today, and the topic I would like to discuss is student debt forgiveness. Why or why not? As a first generation college graduate, I can attest to the fact that college education has changed my life in many ways, most of all, very positive ways. But now I am near completion and of my formal education and I'm becoming quite concerned with how I will repay my debt for my student loans. Earning a college degree is still the surest possible pathway out of poverty into middle class. Almost all jobs and wage growth now go with people with some form of post or secondary education. Um, Myself, I started off making in 2020 making $40,000 annually. But after graduating from Amberton University uh, and earning my Bachelor's of Science in Human Relations and Business, I now earn $115,000 annually. Life changing for me. This presentation, I will expound on why it is essential to forgive the large amount of debts that students accrue. By applying for student loans for many reasons, some students find that they are unable to settle their debt contrary to what they have planned. As a result, this causes them to lose credibility and eligibility for financial aid in the future. So, the current problem, um, higher education for student loan forgiveness are more important to escape poverty and find work. A college degree is worth applying for a student loan for help. Um, it was for me. I believe the debt I incurred was absolutely worth what I in turn have now, which is a higher paying job, more job security, um, job satisfaction. I enjoy working as a project manager. There are a lot of pros to formal education. Um, Getting that secondary education, generational wealth. It can boost the economy. It can increase first-time home buyers significantly, higher salaries, employment rates, and greater job satisfaction. As I just mentioned, I am very pleased with my work. I enjoy doing my job. But when I was working as a customer service representative, I can honestly say I dreaded going to work. I knew that I had to pick up the phone, and most of the time when people are calling customer service for some sort, they're calling because they're experiencing an issue or they have a problem and they want you to solve it. And that was what my day was. My day was consisted of answering people's questions, and most of the time, those people that were calling were frustrated. And in turn, my day ended up being um, it wasn't very pleasant for me, I will say. Um, I know it's greater job safety, um, better, you have better citizens. If you are college educated, most people that are college educated, they volunteer more. They spend their time in their communities, helping their communities. I spend time in my communities. I feed the homeless every last Saturday of the month. It's something my family and I do religiously because we want to help our community. When you know better, you do better. I can honestly say before um, being college educated, I did not volunteer in my community as much as I do now. Um, and so you have better citizens. The cons: we do know that college is not free in the United States, and it can cause some financial hardships. Some families have to decide whether the husband will get his education and the wife stay home with the children because they cannot afford both educations and childcare expenses. So sometimes this is a hard situation for some families, knowing that they will incur the debt and they take on the debt because maybe the husband or the spouse will have a higher paying job at the end of their college. Um, when they achieve their degree, they will more than likely have a higher paying job or um, a, a job that is satisfactory. They enjoy doing their work and they can grow um, professionally. But the high cost of college is really deterring a lot of people now to decide whether they actually want to go to college or if they want to actually pay their bills or they want to stay debt free and make less money, which some people do decide to do. Some people say, I would just rather have a lower paying job and not owe the government any money and be debt free and maybe possibly be a homeowner in 20 years or 10 years, as opposed to a college graduate that would earn more that can become a homeowner a lot sooner with more income. Um, your quality of education also um, is sometimes there's unfairness. There's unfair advantages. There's Ivy League schools that cost the cost of is astronomical. I couldn't imagine even dreaming of paying what some people pay for college. Amberton University has honestly been a blessing because Amberton it caters to the working adult, and it's not so expensive that you cannot um, pay for school as you go if you can. For me, I wasn't able to because I have a family. So my paycheck, especially when I started, and I was making about $40,000 a year, I still had to provide for my family. So I had to take on loans. Those loans now I'm looking at um, what I would be paying every month would be about the cost of more than my car every month. So it would be $640 a month would be what I would have to pay monthly to pay my student loans. Let's follow the leader. I know America, we pride ourselves as one of the greatest countries in the world, but let's think about this. What about really being great? What about having free college for everyone so that people can live their lives without having um, a, without coming out of school with a bunch of debt. Um, Everyone doesn't go to college right after high school. Some of us have to wait, and some of us go later in life. Some of us are going to school the same time that their children are in college. It's what life presents to them at the time. If we follow the leaders like Germany, uh, Spain, Sweden, these all are countries, as you see here on the screen. These countries have free college education for all of their citizens. I think this would be a great thing to do in the United States, um, to forgive all the debt and make college moving forward free. Consider doing this, being a college graduate, and you can buy your first home. Instead, I'll be doing this. I have to put aside my dreams right after college because I have a whole bunch of these that I have to attend to and that I have to pay because it's the right thing to do. If I owe it, I took loans, I should pay. But if we had student loan forgiveness and free college like other countries, it would make a lot of people, especially single mothers, single fathers that are raising families and trying to do better, and those of us that come from humble beginnings. I come from humble beginnings. My parents did not have money. We grew up in a very poor neighborhood, but my children don't. And that is what we're trying to do, is make America see that student loan debt is it's it's hindering us. I am an African American woman that would like to take the money that I earn and be able to purchase a home for me and my children. But I have a $640 bill to pay each month starting this fall to repay my loans. If I had student loan forgiveness, it would be a life-changing thing and it would help myself as well as my family and the economy. Something to think about. What do you think?